welcome to the ewansuckss podcast today. Today, I'm drinking. I don't really drink. I'm not much of a drinker. But, evidently, today I'm drinking. I think I said a long time ago, what if I did a podcast whilst drinking? And I've had these bottles. Doodling. Bloom Rose Lemonade Gin. See, because I don't know much about alcohol because I don't really drink it. But what I do know is that if I'm going to drink it, it's got to fucking taste nice. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? I've tried various alcoholic beverages and they're all they taste like wank. They taste shitty, muck shits. So I don't bother generally. But my friend Sam, who was originally called Big Gay Sam, not originally obviously, but that's what we referred to him as. Ooh, pardon me. We called him at college Big Gay Sam because he's bigger than the rest of us, and he's gay, and his name's Sam. So you can see how we, let me take my hoodie off. I've been wearing my hoodie in like the last 3 videos I've done. See, because the sleeves, it's important that you get a difference in sleeve. So my friend Big Gay Sam is very much into his gins. That's G-I-N and not D-J-I-N, which is like genie spirit type things in ancient Asian mythologies. Can you imagine? Oh, mercy. So, yeah, he's into his gins and such. So I try those every now and again because he's like, hey, Ewan, try this gin. And I go, okay, I'll try this gin. Then I try this gin. Some of them are good. Some of them are very sort of like bitter and like, but some of them are good. So I figured gin, since I have drunk of it, is probably a pretty safe way to go. And then, a rule of thumb, because this is the stuff, it's like, you can see it's just about pink, kinda. Pardon me. On to my 3rd bottle currently. I've drunk 2. I had a 4-pack. I've drunk 2. And now I'm working my way through my 3rd. And we'll see if I get drunk. So my rule of thumb. This is Ewan's rule of Ewan's lessons. Ewan's life lessons. Let's put it that. Ewan's life lessons. If it's pink, it tastes good. There you go. That works with just about anything. Food, drink, whatever. Sores on your body, herpes, venereal diseases. If it's pink, it's going to taste A-OK. Did you ever see Wonder Chosen? That show Wonder Chosen? That had... I think it was herpes. It might have been something similar, but they turned the herpes sores into like a cereal. Oh, it was fun. They're puppets, like very adult themed puppets. I like puppets when they're done good. They can be done poorly when they're done sort of, too adult, like too knowingly adult. But when it's done just funny, that's it. It's funny. It's take a puppet, make it funny, adult funny. It's funny. But if you're starting going, we're going to make these really crass, horrible, adult-themed, puppets and things, then it's like, don't bother. Just don't even bother. But it can be done well. Bronx Bunny. I always liked that show. That's not really around much anymore. Was it the Bronx Bunny? I think it was the Bronx Bunny. It was like an interview. They interviewed celebrities, but it was this bunny. And he talked like this. Hey, I'm a bunny from the Bronx. What the fuck do you want, you piece of shit? Hey, I'm walking here. Uncle Vinny from Rick and Morty, that sort of thing. And he interviewed celebrities, and it was very funny. And he had a friend who was a panda, who was drunk and stoned, I think. But yeah, that show had Wonder Chosen. That is not the Bronx Bunny. Yeah, the herpes, and then it was so Pink. Ultimately, is. Ooh. I don't know. See, because I've drunk a couple of these before, and I didn't really feel much, just a bit lightheaded. But I did drink them quite spaced out. Whereas these, I've drunk like 2 and a bit in just over half an hour. Almost 3. Let's get 3. And so I don't know if it's going to affect like my anything, my thoughts, my speech. So you'll have to let me know if I sound very, very different to how I normally sound. Because I don't know. I could definitely feel it. I feel very lightheaded. And I've never really been like drunk, so I don't know how drunk feels. So I don't even know if I'm going to be drunk. You'll have to let me know, folks. Am I drunk? Have I been drunk? Are we drunk? Yeah. I guess I probably am. It sounds like I'm slurring. I've noticed, I went to do a thing on my phone, and then I just stopped and did something else, and then stopped and did something else. I keep forgetting what I'm doing and moving on to do another thing, which is very not like me. So that's probably the drink, as it were. Today we've got some colours, and I'm drawing faces in the colours. I'm trying not to spend too long on it. This is obviously an ethnic. I don't know, an ethnic. It's one of them ethnics. Ooh, I did make that Ewan racist storytime video into a separate video. I may upload it just before I upload this. We'll see, I suppose. Obviously, a gentleman of African ethnicity. We're trying to go multicultural. It's green, so I'm going to do a goblin, and I'm going to draw it in red. Whew. Yep, the alcohol's definitely having an effect on me. Also, another thing. Okay, yes, like I say, I've never been drunk, but I feel what I assume is drunk. That's 3. 3 out of 4. That's 3/4. I don't know. See, one bottle is 1.8 units as they measure them in the UK. 6.5% volume. I don't know. Like that, I don't know about alcohol. I don't drink it. I don't know about it. So I don't know if that's a lot. I assume 1.8 units is a lot. I know. Oh, that's funny. Don't drink if pregnant. A little graphic of a pregnant lady drinking with a no. I believe like if you're point something units over the limit, you can have your driving license, a point on your license. Like if you're caught driving point something units over, then I don't know. Anyway, so 1.8 unit. I think that's quite a lot. So what's 1.8 times 4 is 7.2, I think. Is that right? 1.8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 16. 32, not 16. 32 is 3.2. Plus 4. Yeah, 7.2. So 7.2 units of alcohol is 4 bottles. So I've ingested 3, 16, 24, 2.4, 3, 5.5, 5.5, basically 5.5 units of alcohol is what I've had so far. And I don't No. So I assume it's affecting me. Like, I guess if point something is enough to have you pulled over and, you know, fucked if you're driving with that much. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely dizzy. Then, I don't know where I want to draw his nose, if I want to draw it. Just a big smiley. Yeah, that's a big smiley goblet. Then I assume 1.8 is probably enough to sort of start getting you tipsy, as they call it. And then if you drink the whole lot, 7 point something, was it 7.2 we decided? Or even, what am I on? What did we say? 5 point something, 5.4? Yeah. Almost 5.5 units of alcohol is probably enough to get you drunk. Not like shit-faced drunk, but drunk. I definitely feel... Like I say, never been drunk before, so it's all very new to me. I'm sure I probably... Because it might just be you and you sound like an idiot, shut up, but it might be you and you're clearly drunk. What are you doing? Oh, addle doodle, bone dry. Oh, the neighbour just yelled, "What the fuck," very loudly. I believe they're students, and I believe they play video games, so I assume it's some, like, typical white guy getting angry at a video game, shouting sort of thing. I mean, I don't know what they think of me. They probably just assume I'm on the phone or something. I'm having a conversation with my friend on the phone. Oh, hi, friend, how are you? Yeah, me too. Oh, I got my penis stuck last time I tried that. Oh, we can't have a drunk podcast without talking about penises. Gotta have some more swear words in my drunk podcast. Oh, fuck me in my big hairy cunt. Where was I? Oh, I don't know. Alcohol's funny, isn't it? One thing I have learned about alcohol, I learned this quite early on, and several times within the last hour already, is alcohol makes me need to pee a lot, like a lot. I assume it's my body going, "What the fuck is this? Get rid of it," and it pees it out really, really quick. So you might have to excuse me several times while I go and pee during the process of this recording, as it were. I mean, this is just the point. I didn't have a point, really. The point of this podcast is I'm drinking and recording a podcast. That's all it is. And as such, I don't really think I have the faculties to do like a tutorial or anything. So I'm just doodling. I'm doodling. Plus, I've found that now I work as an artist, quote unquote, or whatever. I have less and less time to draw the things I really want to draw, even to just draw on my sketchbook. Like, drawing on my sketchbook used to be, I'd take my sketchbook to work and draw on my lunch breaks. So I'd get loads of drawing done, because lunch breaks and regular breaks I'd draw. So cool, whatever. And then, just downtime, off time, whatever, I'd fill up a sketchbook just for the sake of it, for something to do, basically. But now I don't really have that, because I don't really take breaks, because if I'm drawing as my work, I'm just drawing. So I don't get much time to just sit and fill up a sketchbook, which is sad, because I used to enjoy literally filling sketchbooks, like just drawing over and over in sketchbooks, filling them up, doing little sketchbook tours, and it was fun. But nowadays, I don't get to do much in the way of drawing in a sketchbook, because I'm drawing all the bloody time, which is, sad, I guess. Let's do a sketchbook tour of this sketchbook. Got a new Gun Viking sticker on the front. Gun Viking, I filmed that one. Cool. There's that. That's Ellie, I think her name is, based on a photo of her. That was in the last one, the racism story and whatnot. You Animal Crossing, funny. I did that neater on a bit of paper, and then this. That's all I've done in this sketchbook, and I've had it since Christmas, which is quite a long time, a few months. I'd normally have it like, quarter to a halfway filled by now. But I don't, because I don't have time to film my sketchbooks because I'm too busy doing commissions and such, which is, I can't really complain about that because it's a good thing that I'm making my living through the drawing of images. But, my head is swimming, as they say, swimming heady. Oh no, my pen's shit. This is one of those £1 pens. I guess 5p technically, because there was fucking however many in a pack. 20 in a pack. 20 pens divided by £1 is 5p, isn't it? That is correct, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's correct. So it's not a great pen. But, I expect more from it. Ha. I don't really. I'm probably going to say a lot. I can see that happening already. I need a pee. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Is alcohol seems to make me need to pee a lot. So you'll have to excuse me if I go and pee a lot. If I might... See, when I finish recording this, I may edit it straight away and see how that goes. But I may wait and then edit it later on to give myself some time to sober up or whatever. But speaking of needing to pee, I'm going to go and pee. So either I'll edit it out and cut and then we'll start from the next bit. Or you'll just sit and maybe you'll hear me pee. Who knows? Oh, I almost fell over. Let's not do that. It's a lot of pee as well. It's not even, how we've got to keep drinking, haven't we? Let's open this thing up. I'll leave the cap off for ease of use. So sometimes you pee and it's like, I have to pee. It's come to that time. I've saved it for a little while and now I've got to pee. So you go and you pee and it's a nice long pee, nice and relaxing. You get that feeling afterwards. Cool. But sometimes it's like, I could do with going for a pee. And you go for a pee and it's a quick little pee, a lowercase p. There you go. As opposed to a capital, it's a nice lowercase p. But these alcohol ones are all full, all caps peas. Make me need to pee a great deal. Which is, well, it's not really a thing at all. It's not is anything. It just is, I guess. It's just pee. Hey, have you heard about the coronavirus? Yeah, me too. Alright, so I'll level with you guys, yeah? Alright. So, I don't tend to draw much of like current pop culture or things like current events, things that are happening now. because I feel like everyone else does, so I don't want just my work to get lost in the myriad fucking posts of that thing. A good friend of mine, Jimmy, brought it to my attention. Well, not brought it to my attention, but she mentioned a thing that I had the same thoughts of, which was it's very reminiscent of Pennywise. When the new It film came out, Pennywise art was just fucking everywhere. You could not avoid it. Just everyone had their own Pennywise art because, you know, fair enough, they're all getting in on that like thing because it's popular. Ooh, excuse me. You do a thing about it and people like it. It gets a lot of likes and a lot of shares or whatever. So I understand why people do it, but it's just fucking, just shut up is all. You know, just, yeah, we get it. That's a thing currently. People like it. Probably the same with Baby Yoda. Just fucking everywhere. Just shut up. But at the moment, it's toilet roll and the coronavirus, that whole thing. And it's just like, fucking shut up. Yeah, we know it's a thing. We get it. And some of it's legitimate. Some of it's like commenting on the political side of it, this and that, whatever. Some of it's genuine tips on how to survive the thing. And it's all whatever. But I don't give a shit, which is the same reason I don't do like political artwork, because, you know, I could make comments on politics and such. I'm rubbing my head a lot. I mean, I normally touch my face a lot, but now I'm drinking, I'm rubbing my head a fucking lot. It's weird. Like I can tell it's because of the drinking. It's not just a usual thing. But I think I've said before how a lot of people will say, like, hey, Ewan, you should do some, like, Trump art. You could make fun of Trump. I know you'd be really good at, like, making fun of Trump. But for one thing, I just don't want to spend, you know, the valuable thought process and time thinking about Trump enough to make a piece of art about him. But also, like, it's already been done. Like, everyone is doing, you know, Trump equals shit artwork or whatever. Not to say I shouldn't because of that, but it just doesn't appeal as a thing to do for those sorts of reasons. And the coronavirus is the same, basically. It's just everyone's doing it, and I don't want to, you know, just drop myself in that space that everyone else is doing. Plus, I've got my own shit I'm doing anyway. But what are you doing, Ewan? Well, I'm glad you asked. Oh, I'm starting to feel ungood. I think I was feeling a bit tipsy of what I can assume tipsy is. I'm not really entirely sure. Now I'm starting to feel bad. Let's drink some more. What's Ewan working on currently? This is the latest page of Gun Viking. It's a double page spread. Obviously, you can only just probably see what's going on. Gun Viking in a chariot with Freya looking terrified, riding toward these marauders. They're flying all over the place, heads being shot off. He's shooting his head off there. Guy. He's going to have a hole in his head with blood coming out behind him as he flies forward. This guy, there's a hand, a foot, the steed here. That's a steed there. Chariot wheel, a sword, and loads of fucking gun shells behind him, like a shower of gun shells behind him. So I started painting that today. I may get it finished tomorrow. We'll see. I think I've got the main bits I always do with every page. Skin is the first thing I do with literally any page. Skin. Then, like, the browns, well, I call in my head they're the browns because the base of it is burnt umber mixed with white. So it's actually more of a bone rather than a brown, but I call it the browns. Whatever. So the bandages, bones there, eyes and teeth, they all go in those colours. Then I do those. So that's like the main two things I get done. After that, it's all just fill it in. Once I've done those two things, fill the rest in. So next will be like the hair, because that's all yellow, so that's easy enough. Then maybe his suit, all the metal and greys, so the gun and like their clothes, their gimp suits or whatever. Then I'll probably fill in the steed, the chariot, and then the background, and then on top of that I'll paint in all the shells, the gun flares, blood and everything. So it shouldn't take that long. Another good few hours of work, at least 4 to 6 or more hours, I'd say, to get it finished. But I'm really happy with it so far. I'm happy with the layout, and this is a double page spread I've had in mind for almost since the start of Gun Viking. I've had this in mind to do. And, in my head, it's far bigger, more extravagant, more exciting. But so far, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. So that's cool. But I might have already done this whole thing, but let's go over the entirety of this issue. Let's see where it's coming from and where it's going to. So this is the first page. So we have, if I have gone over this already, sorry, but shut up. So the end of issue 2 has Gun Viking dragged to this place. He wakes up. There's Freya, reveals herself, and he's like, what the fuck? And then it goes back. Oh, my head is swimming. So she says, hi, my name's Freya. And he's like, Freya? Like the goddess, but no, I'm not her. I'm not the embodiment of her or anything else. It's just my given name. All right, so why did you bring me here? I've been following you for a long time, measuring your power. I know who you are and where you're from, and I know where you're headed and who you're looking for, because I'm looking for the same person, and I know where to find him. Take me to him now. Soon, of course, but I have to show you why you're here, why we need your help. And why should I help you? You needn't at all, but I ask that you do. You've grown immensely powerful, and you're our only hope. You did bandage me up, if not a little much. I know I've gone over this already. Some of the bandages are necessary, others make you just look more impressive. Well, you're not wrong. See how impressive he looks. So come on, I'll show you where you are and where you're going. All right, make it quick, then take me to him. Then, oh shit, these are out of order. Bear with. So I did repaint her. I'm more or less happy with her now. She goes, this is the crevasse. And, you've seen that, the crevasse. So that's another double page spread. That'll be split about there. This is the crevasse, and then this will be the next page. Oh, that alcohol, man. Then there'll be a page here where she's explaining. It'll be like a montage page, like a one-panel thing of her explaining their village was burnt down, so they moved here. The kids are now unaware of it because they've grown up here, but the adults still remember it. They've got the scars and everything, so it'll be like burning huts at the top of the page, and then like a speech bubble with her saying things, some kids running and playing, an old person with like scars and bandages, and then her head here talking there. Then after that it will be this. So blah 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 blah, and the same guy who did all that shit is the same guy you're looking for. So will you help us? And he's like looking at this kid like I don't know, and then he goes, yes. You've seen that page already, but whatever. Then she says, excellent, we'll leave at once. Come, you can help ready the steeds. And he's like, what? Your steeds are strange because these are the steeds. Look how silly they look. Then you've got this one. They're travelling. Then 3 days later, she's going to say like it's a 4-day journey. We'll be there soon. Oh, excuse me. Whatever. 3 days later, in the distance, he says, what is that? That's where they see this in the distance, the thing, and she goes, oh no, marauders, and she sees this, marauders. Oh no, what the fuck? Then it's, shit, where is it? I know I've painted that page, where is it? Fuck, god damn it. The fuck? Shit, where is it? Like, actually, where is it? What the fuck? Ah. So, marauders. Marauders here. You see them here around this big stone with a funny face on it. I forgot to do an arrow. I need to do an arrow, like pointing this down this way. They're pulling it back. They let it go. It flies up. It's flying in the air, obviously towards them, as you can see. They're very shocked. And then, boom, as it pounds into the snow. But then we realise it landed next to them, and they're okay. Then, this. They fucking charge through the marauders. Gun Viking blasting them apart. Shells everywhere. Blood, heads and arms and hands and feet flying away. Holes in heads. There'll be an eyeball here. Cool shit. Cool shit. Then, this page. Gun Viking. I think I might do a transition page from here to here. I might not. We'll see how I feel about it. Just Gun Viking shooting these guys attacking him shooting them. Then he gets stabbed. Oh no, what's gonna happen? This guy clearly very proud. He's stabbed Gun Viking prone, bleeding, but he's glowing red. They're all gathering around him. Grits his teeth and then he appears to be a demon. He isn't, but he appears to be. He rips this guy in half just with his forearm. They're all scared and falling over themselves. He grabs this one, flings him over here into a pile of rocks, stamps on this guy, turns around to see this guy looking very shocked. There's half a person there. And then opens his mouth, bites his fucking head off in the style of Saturn devouring his son, the famous Goya painting. From there, there'll be a page. It will literally be a jump from here to the next page. Will be Gun Viking, like, just stood looking at a map or something going, okay, that's taken care of. It'll be because this obviously jumps from blues everywhere, like this will be lots of blue in the background, blues and purples, blues to red during this whole scene. Then it'll cut back to blue, Gun Viking like standing there looking at a map or whatever, going, cool, that's taken care of. Bodies around, blood stains, whatever. And then the very last page of this issue will be literally a panel in the middle of the page of them like riding off into the distance on the chariot with the steeds. Maybe some blood in the foreground, maybe we'll see. And that'll be that. That'll be the issue, basically. So I've only got a few pages left to do. This is 2 pages in one, so this is another sort of half day's work to finish. Then maybe another full page or 2, and then that last panel, and I'll be done. I will paint a separate image for the front cover. I'm still deciding on sort of what to do for that. It might, because I can either do just Gun Viking looking cool and badass, or I can do something directly relating to the issue. So like Gun Viking fighting some of the Marauders or something. We'll see how we go with that one. And that image I will also probably take to... Ooh, I'm having a really hard time concentrating right now. Like I was struggling all the way through that because I'm really lightheaded. Let's have some more alcohol. The cover image I'm also hoping I can use to make like a promotional Gun Viking trading card, or I may paint a separate image for that. I just want a cool painting of Gun Viking. So I think a cool painting of Gun Viking will be good because it will work for the front cover, and it will also be good because I can use it for the trading card. Yeah, I'm really having difficulty keeping myself together at the moment. I would say you'll have to forgive me, but that's literally the point of this. You know, I think like last podcast I said, I feel like they're getting stale and whatever. So how do we switch that up? Get fucking drunk. What other drugs should I try? Should I do a podcast on mushrooms? I've tried those before. I don't know if I've spoken at length about my... I probably have. I might do a whole podcast about the time I did mushrooms, or a podcast on mushrooms, or I don't know, fucking LSD or something. I'm not really into drugs as much. I smoke weed if it's with friends, it's around, it's like a social thing. I'll smoke pot, but I don't know, I'm not really into it enough to like get my own and smoke it or whatever. So I just don't care, honestly. Well, here's one. Here's a thing of note. What may be quite different from the usual Ewan themes is I'm actually very interested in playing the new Animal Crossing game, New Horizons. I was literally going to buy it, like pre-order it for the release date, which is the day this podcast comes out. Which means no one will watch this podcast because they'll all be playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. But I was going to, but then I couldn't get a Switch. Like literally nowhere has a Switch available. I could probably get one, but it looks like the soonest I could get one was like a week after Animal Crossing comes out. Because I was going to pre-order Animal Crossing, order a Switch at the same time, either have them delivered or go pick them up at the same time. Obviously, I know Animal Crossing would be like a download code or whatever, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a nice, quaint, fun little make a village, make everything nice and happy kind of game. And it could be a nice change of pace, you know, while I'm working from home. Sometimes I stress about like commissions and things. I worry like, shit, I've got to do this. I don't have time to do this and this and this. I've got things to do. So it'd be nice to just sit and relax and chill in a village, play a silly little game. I'm really struggling. I have to pee again. Back soon. Right. Now let's list the problems I have with each ethnicity in alphabetical order, starting with the Arabs. I only joke, of course. But wouldn't that be funny if I get drunk and just start being openly like, haha, funny, Ewan's racist? But wouldn't it be funny if I start drinking and it's literally just Ewan is a big fucking racist? No, I guess it wouldn't be that funny. It'd be a bit funny. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be that funny. In my head, all I have in my head currently, as far as like a face to draw, is the Love Shockers from Jet Set Radio Future. They're a gang in Jet Set Radio Future of girls. Ugh, I know, girls. I think they have like a side ponytail. A very flowing, straight line ponytail. They are in the original Jet Set Radio as well, but they're also in Jet Set Radio Future. They have a slightly different look, and that's the one I have in my head. And that's also the one I don't think I'm achieving at all. They look completely different to how I'm currently drawing them. Wow, Ewan has fallen off the deep end, as it were. Let's do a put. How do I feel? Let's talk about how I feel as a drunk. I'm currently drinking, and I don't usually drink. How am I feeling with that? I don't feel like talking. That's one thing. Talking is not a natural thing for me. My natural state is to just shut the fuck up, stay quiet, stay in a corner, I guess draw somewhere. Obviously, I know, considering I make videos and do a podcast and everything, it might seem otherwise, but talking is quite a weird thing for me, so yeah, alright, fucking shut up, you an idiot. Go fuck yourself, fucking fat piece of cow cunt. Fuck off. Do they wear eye patches though? Why do I remember them wearing eye patches? Fuck it, I'm going to Google it. Give me a second. Love. I can't see the keep. I'm having trouble seeing and shit. Love Shockers. Jet Set Radio JSF. Oh, that'll do, won't it? There we go. Cool. Images. They do have an eye patch. Fuck yeah. Cool. Okay. See, I remembered them having an eye patch, and they do have eye patches. Some of the fan art is showing them with a love-shaped eye patch, but I don't know if it actually is. Oh no, I think it is. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to do it on this side. I think it's actually the other side, but I'll do it on this side just for the sake of whatever. So, heart-shaped love patch. I was about to call it a heart-shaped love patch. Oh, hey, ladies, you want to come to my love patch? And it goes, that's quite a weird way of doing it. It goes like that. Their nose, I think I made the nose a little big, but you know, fucking whatever. Give a shit. They don't have a sideways ponytail, do they? Or they do. Wait, what? Oh, they have a ponytail and like some spikes. So they've got like. Yeah, they've got a ponytail, but not. I was giving them like a sideward, like Misty from Pokemon ponytail, which would do, really, wouldn't it? I mean, like I give a shit. Some hair. They've got like some zigzaggy hair here. Not very well rendered by my silly old self. Can I draw while drinking? That's the. Well, that's something. Wow. Wow. See, I never thought like a drinking. I don't want to call it a drunk pod. I don't know if I can probably say I'm drunk, but I didn't want to call it just a drunk podcast. But I have no idea what I'm even talking about. Yeah, I think I prefer the design of the Love Shockers from Jet Set Radio, the original. Wait, which is which? Am I drawing? I think I'm drawing the original. Because there's one of them had pigtails. Yeah, I think the Jet Set Radio Future had pig. Why am I only seeing? Oh, god damn it! For fuck's sake. Future. Love Shockers, Jet Set Radio Future. No. Then which is which? Oh, for fuck's sake. Jet Grind Radio. That was the original. Jet Grind Radio. Fucking which one's which? Oh no, that's Rapid 99. Oh yeah. Shit, okay, yeah, Rapid 99, they're the hot ones. If I remember, I'll throw up a picture of Rapid 99. Because they're fucking hot. I might just draw those now, actually. What time? What's the time? I think we've got about another 10-15 minutes. Cool, Rapid 99. Look like this. Let's make a smirking slightly. No, and if you don't know what the fuck it is I'm talking about with these things, Google Jet Set Radio. There's gangs involved. It's a game where you go around Japan on rollerblades, spraying graffiti, and there's different like gangs around, and one of them's called Rapid 99, and they're hot as fuck. And I'll do a quick little doodle of them right here for you right now. I'm starting to feel sick. That's a good sign, isn't it? So they've got ponytails like that. They also have like, I guess they're wearing like big collars, and they've got a length of chain hanging off that collar. I always fucking hate drawing chains. It's so unnecessarily intricate. I mean, they're actually completely necessarily intricate for what they are, literally, but in terms of drawing them, they're a pain in my fucking asshole. Had I a cunt, they'd be a pain within said cunt. But luckily I don't. I'd hate to have a vagina, have periods, have to worry about the price of sanitary products. You know, it's genuinely an issue and I feel bad for them, but tough shit. And they wear these cute little leather jackets. They've got some kind of tit going on. The leather jacket stops about here. Then they've got tummy and like hot pants. Yeah, they have little hot pants on, which obviously I cannot show because the page has ended. The jackets come down. They've got whatever. So this is what Rapid 99 look like. I think from the moment I saw them, I thought, fuck, they're hot. Would put my penis on their bodies, and you know, have various lawsuits against me, I'm sure, because you know it wouldn't be with consent. Not that I'd specifically do it without consent, but I know they would not give. They're not the sorts that would. Though they are like graffiti writers. I don't want to call them artists because you know they're graffiti. I don't know if you see Rapid 99 graffiti. Holy fuck. Okay, I mean, maybe I talk shit anyway, but I think drunk Ewan, it clearly talks a lot more shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Do they have like bindi dots? I call it a bindi dot. I think that's what it's called. I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, being insensitive to others' cultures, because I think that's actually what it's called, like a dot here. Is it called a bindi dot? I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. If it's not, then, you know, oh well. I'm hardly an authority on other cultures, am I? Go somewhere else for that shit. Rapid 99, bitches. Should we give her some colour? She's got like turquoise hair. I know I've got... Let's get my markers out. I got this big bag of markers. Most of them were from a friend a few years ago for a birthday present. I think that's sort of... Oh, that's going to run out, isn't it? Oh well. Let's see how far we get. That's not too bad. So far, so not too bad. You'll excuse me for shutting up, but my mouth is almost not working at this point. You know, I've been around drunk people and they do like slur their words and shit, and it's always very sort of like, you're weird when you're drunk, but I can feel it like happening to me, so, you know. Plus, what the fuck do I say? I'm colouring in a picture of some bitch I played in a game when I was fucking in school. Literally fucking 15 or more years ago. I don't know. Right, she's got that colour hair. She's got like a puce. Puce. Do I have a puce? I don't think I do. Like a very reddish, purplish pink. This might do the job. Yeah, that probably do. Lips and accessories. So this is this colour. Oh, actually, this is almost perfect for the colour. That. I need the turquoise again. I've just put back in the bag. Eyeshadow. Then that's that colour too. The jacket's black, but you know, fuck colouring all that shit in. Do I have like a skin colour? Some various pinks that might do the job. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, it doesn't like the biro. Oh well. Did you know biro is what we call ballpoint pens in England? I think that's the name of the guy who invented it. Something biro, I'm not sure. I think I looked into it once and then gave up because really, who fucking gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of this, about what I'm saying now? Nobody. That's who. This is actually not that bad, considering. All things considered, it's not that bad. These are double-ended pens, which is nice. She's got skin. Yeah, that'll work for my purposes. I could do with practicing some colour with markers. See if I can get good at it. But boy, I'm talking some shit. I'm done. I might have to call it quits very, very soon because fuck knows what I'm saying, what I'm doing. For fuck's sake, I have no clue where I'm at. Get some more colour in these pigtails. These markers are all running out, so they're not great, but they might be just sort of okay enough. Whew. I'm not feeling well, ladies and gentlemen. So we give her eyeballs, pupils, whatever. We find an example of how they should look. No, okay. Lashes. I'd give her some lashes with a whip. Get it? Yeah, it's not funny. They've got like big anime eyes, I think. Not that I can draw anime eyes, of course. This is something else. Let me know how you think this went. Did you like listening to me drinking? Would you like to hear more of podcasts? More podcasts that involve me drinking? Or would you like me to really don't do that again, Ewan? Let me know. Let me know how you thought it go. And I will ignore your comments completely because fuck you, you're stupid. I don't mean it. I love you all so much. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Oh, I don't even know. I feel a little bit sick. I need a pee again. This is Rapid 99. Did Rapid 99 have graffiti? Let's Google it. Not that I can see. I swear they had something. Oh, I don't know. Poison Jam. Poison Jam. Oh, I might draw Poison Jam. That might be quite a good one to draw for podcasts. Draw the gangs from Jet Set Radio Future. Jet Set Radio Future gangs. Possible podcast idea. That was one of them. Could do some work, some shadow on the.